coming from the Camp Kennerk podcast. Yes, this is season 2. We have been doing this, and we really appreciate all the followers and listeners from all over the galaxy because we have a lot in store for you coming up this year. And I tell you what, Doug the neighbor and I have been working on this, and we have done this, and we got that going on. But what we're going to go on right now is the simple fact that this is college football at its best. You know, of course, the other day we had the gate open, the barn door open. Everybody got out when the portal opened up, and everybody's running. There's so many things you could say about this, like, coaches change rapidly, and they should just have a theme song, hit the road, Jack, don't come back, and the players, the 4,000 or 5,000 students that are entering the portal for football this year is, maybe their theme should be don't let the door hit you where the dog should have bit you because we just don't, no one knows what's going on here. So, what we really want to do is we want to take a closer eye to this because there is one person that we feel is qualified to show us the correct path through all of this nightmare stuff because it is a Wild West, and that's Holly Roll, the matriarch of college sports. She's been on the sidelines, she's been on the back court, she's been on the front court. She knows what's going on. She's got the ear of the coaches and the athletic directors to really find out, is there a plan? Is this just something that they just pull out and go as they can? So, I mean, here's how crazy it is. A major university fires the running back coach. So, what happens? The top 4 running backs from that school all decide to go in the portal. Question is that running back coach in taking those other 4 players with him to whatever school he wants? That's a pretty good bargaining chip. Look, I got experience and I got 4 running backs here that want to come and join us. So it's part of the package now. It's going to be interesting to see some of these tier 2 teams, what they could pull out of the portal, sort of like what Indiana University did. And look where they are now. They're number 1. They're playing almost to the championship game for the college football. And that's the way it works. But I do have one little sad note about the Camp Kennerk football conference, and that is our remaining team, Texas Tech, has bowed out of the championship series. They got beat the other day. It was a valiant effort. They put everything into it, heart, soul, and a little bit more. But at the end of the day, the clock runs out. They may have, all the great intentions and everybody wants them to win, but it's the spirit of competition. You want to do it? Let's go. Let's try to see if we can't make this thing an exciting situation. So, Douglas, I don't know what's going on with you and your ideas, but I think this Holly Roll, we need to maybe start a fan club or something.
TK, so good to see you on January 4th, Sunday morning. And here we are doing our 43rd podcast. Can you believe it? 43rd podcast, the first one for season 2. And I've got some interesting facts for you, but let's have a little sip of some Jogo. There you go. I need my Jogo.
I understand what you're saying, buddy.
Good, good, good. And
Whew,
I've
that
got
gets me
some
going.
Gana cookies. I got a
Oh,
Gana cookie, the last one right here,
all right. Well,
made by your mother. So, and I appreciate that gift. So, get us started here. This is podcast number 43, the first one for this year. Okay. And I was looking up some stats. Now, you know that I like to sit there with a legal pad and a calculator and just take off on some stats. Okay. Guess what? In 42 podcasts with our great humor, we be funny. Okay. We have 33,000 viewers.
wow.
33,000 4,000 viewers
Now,
in.
do you know all their names so we can send them a thank you note or
There's a
something?
couple of Bobs, a couple of Johns, a Connie, and a Leanne and a
Okay,
Linda.
well then that's all we need to know.
That's all we need to know. Yes. Okay. All right. Now, uh, this is amazing, and I'm very happy to see this. But these are listeners, viewers from around the galaxy, and here we are, starting season 2 with number 43, and it's our sports show. And so I think we need to uh, comment on your bringing up Holly Rowe, the matriarch of college football and basketball and all sorts of sports, TV. She has been commenting for the last since 1995 when she joined ESPN. And I know that you have reached out to her and just let her know that we are thinking of her and we have started a fan club for her. We may have to get some t-shirts later. We may have to get some key rings and some, song, so maybe a little jingo for her. We love Holly, Holly, Holly. Holly Rowe. Be on the go with Holly Rowe. What do you think of that one? I just made that up. You're not living in snow when you're with Holly Rowe. Something like that.
Douglas,
Wow.
Douglas, hold on. How much caffeine have you had this morning?
A lot.
I guess so.
The fact that we have a Holly Rowe fan club is just great. But much more importantly is we are together starting our season number 2 doing this. And today's date is January the 4th on 2026. But we have missed a very important double date. And
Yeah.
when we always highlight the double date being January 1, 1. So it's 1 January, the first month of the year, and 1. So 1, 1. So it's a double date for those people born on that or interesting facts that have happened. And you know that I like to do my facts and figures. This is what keeps me up late at night. Okay. 1, 1. Double date 1, 1. Okay. In 1773, uh, in Olney, England, the song Amazing Grace was first played, 1773.
Not long ago. That's a testament of the quality of song and the message that it brings.
And it's a sad song that's usually played at memorials and remembering people. But that 1773, I think that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Now, I got another interesting date. In 1934, Alcatraz prison opened up.
Get out of town. Really, the first.
Yeah, 1934.
Well,
Yeah.
Douglas, hold on here. Hold on. Now I got so on the first, can you imagine when they pulled up in the boats and along the wall, grand opening, welcome. Hey, ask us about our extended stay program. Love to see you. So, I can just see how all the excitement and generate the politicians and the guests are
Yeah, the guests.
because we don't always know it's about the guests, right? Because if you
It's
don't
always
have
about
guests, you
the
don't have
comfort of the guests. Yes. So I can see the banners, the balloons, the little fireworks, something like that. Armed security, make sure you're safe.
oh yes, yes, security like you've never seen before.
And the sharks in the water going, fresh meat. Finally.
Well, I can just imagine what type of exciting, thought-provoking conversations they had over dinner every night. I mean, you've had some very, very high noted guests there. Al
Yes.
Capone, the Birdman of Alcatraz, and the
Yeah.
list goes
Al
on.
Capone. Al Capone. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Babyface Nelson, I think, went there, and a whole bunch of other people. Yeah, in 1934. So, and I'm sure a few of them got there because of mileage points because they were at other prisons. You
oh,
know,
the loyalty program. Yes.
loyalty program. You were so comfortable. We would like to promote you over to Alcatraz. And if my memory serves me, the big federal prison then was in Atlanta, and then you got stepped up to Atlanta.
Oh, you got upgraded. You got upgraded.
Upgrade, yeah,
You
yeah,
got
upgrade.
upgraded.
1934. All right. So now here's another thing that happens on 1/1 is Polar Bear Day, the polar bear dip, swim, the polar bear swim, where you jump into the freezing ocean or lake or river on Polar Bear Day. Now, I don't know
Oh
what you're
yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
prove unless telling your neighbors that you're crazy as heck, but I don't know if you want to, I would want to sit next to somebody who says, oh, yeah, I went out there and jumped in the ocean when it's 40 below. Okay, let me move down a stool.
Yeah, I noticed they don't linger very often in that water. Once they jump in, they're not getting on a raft with a koozie. They're just in and out. I mean, like a jackrabbit.
Well, I quote you all the time of the three S's that I like as a sport: the shower, steam, and sauna.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a long ways from the polar bear dip.
Yes, we refer to that as the white collar triathlon.
My type, my type. Now, also in Montserrat. Now, Montserrat is an island in the Caribbean that only the rich go to. It's a French island. So you got to speak French. You got to be a billionaire, a
Uh-huh.
billion, whatever to go. Now, there on January 1st, it's called Jump Up Day. Jump Up Day. And what it does is it celebrates, it's kind of like our Juneteenth. It celebrates the freedom of the slaves and it's become a party, a celebration, but it's called Jump Up Day.
Well, good. I'll remember that.
Yeah, so we jump up,
Yeah.
jump up.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, I've saved the best for the last. Okay? The best for the last. Now, let me give you a little history. This babe is a babe. It's her birthday. And in the Babe book, she's on page one.
Really.
Yeah. Well, wait till I tell. She's from Sweden. Okay, so it's blonde.
Hmm.
Okay, and she's a twin. So there's
Oh.
two of them. Okay, and she married Tiger Wood. Her name is Ellen Nordgren. Nordgren. Was born on January 1st. Okay. And she taught Tiger Wood the use of how to properly use a 5 iron.
Ah, yes. And you don't use it on the golf course. It really looks very appealing, like over a windshield or through,
It's,
you know.
it's a household item. Men like to keep a gun or a rifle. Ellen Nordgren taught the women of America and the world how
Mhm.
to how to use a 5 iron and how it can be a household item. And she's a twin. So on page one of the Camp Kennerk Babe book, she's
Yeah.
on page one. She's cute.
Yeah, she's very attractive. She's very
Oh,
attractive.
that's a good word.
That's right.
So and especially when men get together and they see something like hers, you just raise your eyebrows.
Yeah, yeah, that's all you can do. Just keep looking forward. Don't When you walk past her, don't turn your head or your eyeballs, you got
Yeah. One guy looks at the other guy and goes,
yeah.
yeah.
Or you
God
wait,
bless.
you wait for about 30 yards when you're passing so before you can say something so no one overhears what you say.
And you turn around and look and said, oh, God bless America. So that's what's on Doubleday on the first of the year. And now it's the fourth, and it's early in the morning, Sunday morning. And we are checking our box scores like everyone around the world. No matter what your sport is, there's all the guys around the world grabbing their coffee. In fact, I could use a little shot right now. And checking their box scores. Now, Camp Kennerk College Football Conference is, to our new listeners, 33,000 from last year. Now we're going for the next 200,000, right? Okay. So in the playoffs, we're now down to the college football playoffs, and there are 8 teams that are left. And we had 4 games yesterday and Friday, and now we're weaning it down. It's losers go home. Losers go home. Okay, in the first one, and using the Doug the Neighbor college football playoffs by the numbers. Think Moneyball years ago, but how do you apply it to numbers? Okay, and using the total average yards per game plus the total points scored. Now, the stats, because the season is over, and now we enter into the playoffs, we have comparable stats. Everyone's played a cream puff, but they also played within their league. Okay, so just going by the numbers, we had Ohio State that played Miami on Friday night. Okay, that was New Year's Eve, and the stats were Ohio State total average yards 429 and total points 454 for a number here of 883, and then Miami was 414 and 419 for 833. So 50 points differential. Okay, now using the DTN standard here, more than 60 points is two touchdowns, 50 points is one touchdown, 40 points is a field goal. Well, by this number here, OSU, OSU, yeah, Ohio State, excuse me, Ohio State should beat Miami by one touchdown because of the 50-point differential. But they lost 24-14.
Oh,
They lost. See, because these kids are playing football and they don't have to go to math class.
well, they do because they have to count their NIL money.
Four downs.
Well,
Four
yeah.
down. And face mask penalty is 10 yards, 15 yards.
15 yards.
I know those numbers.
Okay.
Yes. Now on the game on the first, okay, our beloved Texas Tech University, which is the last team represented by the Camp Kennerk College Football Conference, the old Southwest teams. Texas Tech is played Oregon. Now Oregon is Kevin the magnificent computer dude, real mouthful and all the stuff here. That's his team. So Texas Tech played Oregon, and the point differential, because Texas Tech had the highest points of all the team, 480 average yards, 552, 1032, and the differential with Oregon is 55 points. So by the numbers, Texas Tech should have won by one TD. They lost 23-0.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Zero on the scoreboard.
Zero. And we're talking about big NIL money because some oil guy out there has said he opened up the checkbooks. And I think he's going to, because they got beat, he's going to open it up wider. The sad part is you're living in Lubbock.
Well, I was going to say everybody has a price. Don't let anybody ever say, hey, you want me to play where? You going to give me how much?
That's
Well, 4 months out of the year, I can put up with it.
probably a 10% differential at Lubbock, 10% more.
Exactly.
Of course, if you got an NIL and as soon as the game's over, you take the jet back to your private jet with that money, you take it back to Miami and you do classes by remote, right? I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
that's what I would do.
yeah, okay. So there you go. And then a game close to your heart, the 3 o'clock game yesterday. Indiana was playing Alabama. Okay. And Indiana had 1,017 points, and Alabama had only 820 points. So the differential is two touchdowns. And guess what? Indiana beat Alabama 38-3. So the numbers worked out.
Yes, they did. The only thing that didn't work out were the players from Alabama that were on the field. You know, they must have forgot to work out during the holidays. They were hitting around the turkey and the dressing and all the gravy and fixings, and that was their
Yes.
workout.
Right. And then the 7 o'clock game, we had University of Georgia playing Ole Miss, and then the differential with Mississippi is 165 points, or to beat uh, Georgia by 2 touchdowns. But they did beat them, but only by 5 points. So uh, the DTN College Football Conference playoffs, by the numbers, there were 4 games. I won 2 and I lost 2. Now
Great.
that sets up next weekend, and when where we have on Thursday night, you got to watch your schedules to all our visitors and viewers around the galaxy. It's not going to be a Saturday game. The first game is going to be a Thursday night game where Mississippi plays Miami. It's a
Ah,
6:30 game on ESPN, and hopefully we'll see Holly. Vacation's over. Where are you, Holly? Holly, Holly. Okay. All right. And she can give us some insight into the game. And then on Friday night, it's Indiana, your team, playing Kevin Kennerk's of the Kennerk boys, the magnificent computer dude, playing Oregon. So Indiana against Oregon, and that's Friday at 6:30, and that's on ESPN too. So uh, that's what I got on this. And you're feeling good. Your Indiana team is rolling. It's all
man,
good.
I can tell you right now, being a Hoosier from birth, it's just really exciting. I just can't imagine how much popcorn is going to be popped before that game Friday. I mean, I guarantee you all the supermarkets are going to be out of popcorn. Everywhere's just
Popcorn.
popcorn there, popcorn balls, popcorn confetti. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be great. And everybody's so excited after all these years of being the doormat that they are the door now. So,
Yeah, yeah, they're and by the mentioning that National Popcorn Day is when?
the 19th, is that correct?
19th. So this is your national holiday coming up. And I just wrote a note there to myself concerning that so that I can be part of that. But it's a beautiful time of the year, TK, and we're starting this is our 43rd uh, podcast, the start of our second season. I'm really looking forward to working with you and getting this. We've got 33,000 viewers who love us or ignore us or hate us or whatever, but we love them. And so, and I've got a Ghana cookie that you sent me, so I got it right here, and I got my eggnog. It's a beautiful, beautiful day for 2026. New tricks, new kicks in 26. I'm Doug the neighbor. Go Cowboys.
Aaron Go Brawl.